Gal, you're probably best qualified to talk about niggle and violence in the game. You had a bit in your time. I believe that you've been even having some blues with the Queenslanders down in Melbourne, having a few cracks at your old mate Nate Miles.
You got spies everywhere. Yeah, me and Nate did a lunch last week, and I did take a little bit of exception on one of the things he said. Now, I'm not going to repeat what he said because I'll probably get it wrong, but I feel he was alluding to pretty much what you were saying before about. I feel like he was alluding to the fact that New South Wales went out there to take someone out or take Reece Walsh out. Now, he didn't say those words exactly, so don't quote me on saying that, but he was alluding to it in my opinion. And I just think it's absolutely ridiculous to think in this day and age, anybody would go on the field and use foul play to take anybody out of the game. I've been involved in the game for more than 25 years now, and not once in my entire time have I ever had a coach, a manager, a trainer, another player. So let's go out and get this bloke and do something to him to take him out of the game illegally, particularly the way the game is refereed and ruled these days, how many cameras there are, is absolutely insane. So I really hope that it's not the Queenslanders, the coaching staff in particular. I know I'm feeling pretty well, wouldn't be thinking that. I can't believe in this day and age they think something like that would go on.
Is there a difference, Andrew, between... I remember when JT was hurt, right, and he was hobbling around with his shoulder, and why aren't they going at him?
Yeah.
Is there a difference between targeting a player and actually vehemently going out there to try and knock a bloke out?
Well, maybe back in the dark old days it'd go on. They'd get out there and get go. I can remember I played an Origin. I don't know what year my memory's not that great. But leading into it, the Queensland media was like, Michael Crocker, your job is to attack him.
But Brace, it's a question. There's a huge difference. A huge difference. A lot of players are targeted. So and without doubt, Reece Walsh would have been a target and to get stuck into him, but not illegally.
Not illegally.
Not foul play.
Not
never.
To hit him in the
Honestly,
head.
we're going back to the 70s and 80s now for people who think anyone's going out there with the intent of using foul play to take someone out of the game. Target them 100%. Halfbacks, hookers, fullbacks. The main players of the opposition team are always targeted. And whenever you can get hold of them, you've got to try and hurt them, but not illegally. There's no way in the world anyone would ever have gone out there to commit foul play on an opposition player to try and take them out of the game. It's ridiculous. One of the most stupidest things I've ever heard, particularly this day and age.
And what did Nate say when you put it on?
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Let's just say me and Nate just tolerate each other.
Yeah, tolerate, especially if there's cash involved. I've got to ask, the role of Connor Watson, he's got the crucial number 14 jersey, Andrew. Where will we see him injected by Michael Maguire?
Well, we don't know. He's only there for injuries, but I think Connor will come on at one stage. If there's no injuries, a dummy half. Connor's an incredibly powerful player. Pound for pound, without doubt, in the competition, he'd be one of the most strongest. And this is his strength. He's all energy, he's fast, he's powerful. And the advice would be just get out there and run. Don't worry about passing or finesse. We just want you supporting. If it's a quick play of the ball, just run, Connor. Just run.
Joe, he's one of the most stylish blokes in rugby league for a start, but he's also one of the bravest as well. Like he was in a wheelchair for months with his leg injury. And he was giving serious thought about not playing.
Giving it away.
Yeah, you've come back from serious injuries, and mentally, how would he be feeling about it all? I mean, it's such a remarkable story.
I bet you he always dreamed about playing for New South Wales, and now he gets his opportunity. Yeah, like last year, he didn't play a game. He smashed that patella. Yeah. There would have been dark days. I remember bumping into Connor a couple of times, and he was just absolutely shattered. So the way he's got back, and now to get at the pinnacle playing for your state, it's a great story.